Oregon Standoff spokesman Robert LaVoy Finicum was killed, and Bundy is in custody after a shooting near Burns. So apparently they had a shootout. They ran into the FBI while on their way to a meeting, and one guy's dead and several people are in jail. Here is the Fox News report on this Oregon standoff. I guess yesterday. It must have happened yesterday. Here's the first soundbite.
Fox News alert, a bloody end to the Oregon Wildlife Refuge standoff. One rancher killed in a police shootout, while group leader Ryan Bundy is among several arrested. Patricia Stark here with the breaking details. Patricia, good morning to you.
Good morning, Abby. That's right. This all went down during a traffic stop on a highway north of that refuge. Ammon, his brother Ryan, and 3 others were heading to a community meeting. They were stopped by Oregon State Police, though it's not clear why. Moments later, a shootout began. Group spokesman LaVoy Finicum was killed. Ammon and his group were arrested. The other 3 arrests happened in separate incidents. All 8 face a federal felony conspiracy charge. Ammon's father, Cliven Bundy, spoke with Ammon's wife after the arrest.
Ammon, from the back of the police car, called her and told her that they had been arrested, that my son, Ryan, had been shot in the arm, and that LaVoy Finicum was murdered, cold-blooded murdered. They shot him with his hands up and just literally murdered him.
The armed occupation began 26 days ago to protest federal land policy. Tension has been growing ever since, with many in the community demanding the group leave. It's not clear how many people are still at the refuge. Now, the FBI will hold a news conference later this morning. Heather.
Patricia Stark live for us. I think that's around 10:30 a.m. We will be listening.
Amazing, huh? I thought of Waco, Texas. This happened last night. I've forgotten about this situation. I thought it was pretty much over, but apparently not. I do want to tell you that the governor, a Democrat woman, some are saying that she pushed too hard on this situation by trying to or force the government to end this situation. She called upon the president, the FBI, and everyone to end this situation. They and others were telling her to calm down, kind of pull back from the situation, but she refused to do it. And so she called up on the Department of Justice, and apparently we don't know the whole story yet, folks. This is breaking news. This happened last night. This woman is Governor Kate Brown, a Democrat out of Oregon. Here is Robert LaVoy Finicum, last interview with the Oregonian on the day before his death. 27-1 there, Andre.
What do you think of the fact that it's gotten to a point where public meetings are being canceled?
Well, he canceled it. We should have as much dialogue and openness as possible. Have you felt the change in the tone and tenor of the feds out there? We certainly have. We used to could walk up to them and talk with the FBI agents in a friendly manner, unarmed and stuff, but the tenor has changed. They have become more hardened. And when they step out of their vehicles, now they're stepping out with their rifles, and they're not willing to engage in just friendly dialogue. And then I'm assuming that you're aware of all the extra vehicles that they're bringing in and the increase in manpower that they're ramping up. And we're saying, why the rattling of the saber? Why, when we're so far away from anybody, out here in the middle of nowhere, why are you ramping it up? Why do you fly your planes over nonstop? And why do you have your drones? Because they're droning this now. and they're actually flying their photographer planes. They're doing all the things. They're doing all the things that shows that they want to take some kinetic action against us. And we're saying, why be so unfriendly? Why be so threatening? Why are you threatening lethal force when we're so far away?
And so LaVoy, Robert LaVoy was the spokesman for the group, the group, and he's now dead. Robert has 11 children, 11, age 55. He was 55 years old, 11 children. And here is part B. Let's go to part B. This is his last interview, and kind of sad, folks.
You really feel like they're ramping it up, that they're going to take some sort of, you said kinetic, like physical action?
All the behaviors is in the preparation of a campaign of some sort, and whether it's just a saber rattling to try to intimidate, or whether they actually mean it, we don't know. All we know is what we see. And so what you're also seeing is that's why you're seeing the uptick in the saber rattling from the feds, because they do not want to let go of this. They do not intend on losing here. And we do not intend giving it back to them.
Amazing, huh? One of his children, his daughter, said, "My dad was such a good man, through and through," said Ariana Finicum Brown, 26 years old, one of Finicum's 11 children. She said he would never, ever want to hurt somebody, but he does believe in defending freedom, and he knew the risk involved. He definitely seemed like a good, decent man in this interview. I want to go to 27 2 there, Andre, 2A. Here is just this is from Oregon Live. Here's a look back at LaVoy role during the Oregon standoff.
This is not just a little occupation. This is a movement that's taking place. Well, the plans are to return this to the citizens of Harney County and the state of Oregon, and so it's very important that we try to keep things neat, tidy, preserve it, so that nothing is destroyed. What is a terrorist? What is terrorism? Terrorism is when somebody is put in extreme fear to control them. BLM came in last year, fenced them off, and with this being fenced off, their ranch is much less viable. So we're opening it up, letting them go back on like they were. Yeah! They come and said they're putting up cameras up there, and so he said, you know, I'm tired of the surveillance state, and we'll take them down, and they can take them back to Washington, D.C., and go use them somewhere to protect our nation, our borders, like they should, and not spying upon the citizens of the state and the county. We're not terrorizing anybody. We're threatening nobody. We mean harm to nobody. Have you felt the change in the tone and tenor of the feds out there? We certainly have. We used to could walk up to them and talk with the FBI agents in a friendly manner, unarmed and stuff, but the tenor has changed.
Amazing. Well, God bless these guys. This is pretty sad. We'll see how it turns out. The guy definitely appears to be a good man. That's for sure. We don't know exactly what happened yet. I don't know if we'll ever know the truth of that situation, the shootout last night.